Welcome back to Tool Talk Tuesday. We are here with Ryan from Lyle Williams, who is representing Legrand.
So we're looking at a on-cue quick connect punch down tool. So trying to make your life actually really easier. If we look at the way that life used to be when a electrician was terminating low voltage in your home, they would take a like Cat 5 or Cat 6 jack, and they would take this old punch down tool, and then they would have to shove it in here, and they would punch it down, which actually hurts your hand. So I'm not even going to do it because I don't want to hurt my hand today. And I don't have to do it anymore because I have this killer tool. So this is just the old way of doing it, and you'd have to punch down 8 different wires into this jack. And so it's really painful, and it really does kind of hurt your palm of your hand as you're doing it. If I hold this and I put this in here to go terminate it, now I got to hit that and I got to punch it down. And then each pair, so there's 4 pairs, there's 8 total cables, I would do that 8 times. And if I had even just 5 jacks in the house, that's now 40 times. So that's that. No, we want to do away with that. So we're just going to toss that over there. Toss that over there.
What is the price difference?
Because it's it's going to be more expensive, and it's worth every penny of it, because what we do is we simply prep the cable, and then we slide this, and it's actually a special jack that's got teeth on the kind of a groove on the side to fit in, and then you'll have all your cable prep, and it pushes them all in at the same time, one time.
At that.
Yeah, so you're talking about 5. If you did 5 jacks, only 5 presses with your hand instead of 40.
Okay, and what's the biggest thing you want electricians to know, or contractors, whoever might be using this, what's the biggest thing you want them to know?
That this tool is actually a lot easier. And even the first time I saw it, it was a little bit cumbersome, and I tried it a few times, and I was a little prejudicial against the old way of doing things. But I had a ton of cables to prep in my own house because I went a little overboard, and I put a lot of cable everywhere, and I had actually 50 jacks to do. I know it's just a little nuts. I'm probably never going to use them, but I had a lot of terminations to do, so I really knuckled down, and I got really used to this tool. And after using it, I now swear by it. This is a killer tool. And so yes, it's a little bit of a premium. Not much on the jacks themselves. You buy the tool once and you're good to go. So when I go to prep for a jack, I take, especially on the quick connect, I take more, kind of get longer, and you'll see why in just a minute, right? So now it's got a little more twist work to do to get it done, but it'll pay off a little bit in the long run. And you might find a different way or a better way to do it, and I would welcome you to come teach me. Okay, so now with basically kind of all the wires hanging out and they're all untwisted and ready, now I'm going to start laying them in the B pattern. So I'm just going to take my cable and kind of park it here on the side, and then I'm going to bring the cables in one at a time. So now that I've got them all kind of seated, then all I've got to do is slide it in and then just push it down one time. And then it terminates it, cuts the hairs off. And all I got to do is put the cover on. And earlier we talked about reliability, and that punch down tool is pretty tough to make sure you get it right every time. So when we go to test it, you can see we're dead on.
All right, so we've talked about the old tool. We saw you throw it.
Play with that, so we're just gonna toss that over there.
But what's the biggest difference between the old and the new way? Because I'm happy to take long on it.
Yeah, so if time's not a factor to you, one of the things that will be a factor to you is late on a Friday night and you're testing your cables and you've got failures. And the failures are going to come because, again, when we multiply out the number of jacks and how many times you're going to push this in, you're not going to get it right every time. And so there's, you know, some deficiencies in the process. You holding the jack, you getting tired, you seating the cable, getting it slammed in there, right? But when I can just take this tool and slide it in and crimp it all at once at one time, I get the same pressure every time, I get the same connection. So from a consistency standpoint, the likelihood of you having a failure at the jack using this tool is really low.
Thank you so much, Ryan, for joining me today on Tool Talk Tuesday. We will be discounting this wonderful product. So be ready for that, and we will see you next time on Tool Talk Tuesday.
Ole, ole.